Hey guys, good morning. Once again, you are welcome to Catfish Solution Plays and Academy, where we give you in-depth information about catfish farming. Today is the 5th of December 2021, and today we are making a supply to Adamo at Ikorodu. We are in Destiny Farm today in Adamo at Ikorodu, supplying our fast-growing LD jumbo pure Claras seeds to Destiny Farm at Ikorodu. If you have been watching my video, you can see that we supplied this same farm in 3 weeks or a month's time. So you can see that in the suggestion column there. So I will put it by my side there so that you can also follow and see the time we do the supply. What this really implies is that this farm, Destiny Farm, we have been with Destiny Farm for a lot of years now, and they do collect order on a monthly basis, sometimes weekly basis, because one of the performances of the seeds, and Destiny Farm is one of the growing farms that are in the Ikorodu environment. So today, once again, is the 5th of December 2021, and we are making a supply of our pure Claras fast-growing seeds to Ikorodu at Adamo. Adamo is after Lucky Fiber, after Maya. So after Maya, you get to Adamo, as if you are going to Ekpe Ijebode Road. That is the location at Ikorodu. For if you are in all that axis, and you need to patronize, or you need to have a good base for your farm, you can as well contact us and we'll make a supply to you as when due. When due means when we promises that you will get your seed, because we normally have lot of bookings, and we do this to make sure that we give you the best seeds that you can never think of. And prior to this, many people have been giving testimonies on the seed collection. If you try another means of seed collection, I know you actually want to come back to us for our orders. So thank you so much for all those that have subscribed to this YouTube channel. I thank you so much for all those that are giving feedbacks, and I thank you so much for all those that are giving numerous testimonies to as well, and for all of you that are getting my ebooks and e-videos on catfish farming training and the financial management. I so much love you. Thank you so much. I will be making a video for today for a little tutorial, a self-tutorial, which I title My First Try. That is what I will be giving a little lecture for newbies, so that if you are joining the business, or you are intending joining the business, or you have been hearing a lot of positive or negative rumors about the business, or you have tried the business once and you have failed, and you think that is the end of it, because people have told you that everybody that is doing the business is failing. Because I was in a section a day and somebody was telling me that he heard that everybody that have done fish business are failing. So that is why I'm trying to make sure that I give you these basics of my first try. That is why I titled this this morning. So what I'll be talking about my first try is for the newbies. I said as well, if you have failed in business, in catfish business, you will fail in any other businesses. That is the point. If you fail in catfish business, you are going to fail in other businesses. Catfish business gives you wide return that not every business can give you. So the risk and the passion, your creativity, it has to be extremed. That means you need to be very, very careful in all the ways. Because another thing is that catfish farming has a lot of value chains which can automatically build up and help you grow that solidify farming business that you needed, unlike any other businesses. Unlike you are going to a trade business, you can't compare that with the catfish farming. This is a farming that has a lifespan of nothing less than a minimum lifespan of like 100 years. So this business can never be comprehended. So that is why I'll be giving you this short story about my first try. I started catfish farming when I was still in a paid job, and this has been well over 19 years now that I started catfish farming. And I said it again, when I was still in a paid job. But my first result in catfish farming is marvelous. It's extremely marvelous. Why I have a marvelous result? Not everybody will have this, so please don't get me twisted. Not everybody will have this marvelous business. But before I start up catfish business, I have learned lot of experiences. I gathered lot of experiences. I was working in Lekki in Lagos, and I do go to Ijebu Ode every Friday after close of work. I drive down to Ijebu Ode every Friday after close of job. What I was there to do is I was there to inquire knowledge about catfish farming, which my wives know that every Friday I will not be coming home. I will be from there flying Epe to Ijebu Ode for learning on catfish farming. So I paid my dues. I paid in everything about catfish farming. I have not started then, but I paid. I stayed in farm from Friday, Saturday, Sundays. And my staying in farm is that I paid from every information. I sit down as if I'm going to class. I did that as if I'm doing a distant learning education. That means I paid my dues. I paid for feed formulation. I paid for hatchery. I paid for grow out. I paid for concentration. I paid all my way out. So when I think it's time for me to start up, and then the first thing I do is that I get a land in my area. That means a swampy site in my area. That is where I started. So I now started then with just 5,000 pieces of fishes. And because I paid and I really understand about it before going into that business, that is why things are really changing. That is why I made up my experience into books, into ebooks for people to read and know about catfish farming first. Some people do ask me, I want to really know about catfish farming. How do I start up? By the time I tell them, get my books and read, they thought I really want to sell books for them. Regarding, they are forgetting that is the education, the training that they needed. That is why I'm saying I paid for everything. I paid for everything then that makes me a successful catfish farmer. What I really paid for then is what you are seeing me doing today. What I really paid for then is the information you are really hearing from me today. So I started that first try, and because I paid my dues in all areas of it regarding the feed formulation aspect of it, I started fabricating my pelletizing, my dryer, my grinder there in Ijebu Ode, and I relocate all that to Lagos. So I started my feed when I started in a hard way. So I started giving my feed a locally made 2mm. I really want you to understand it. I'm just using a branded feed, because then when we started, the feed we have available in the market are the coupons, like of coupons, we have Disengolf, and later we started having some branded feed shipped in. So we are on local feed. We are based on local feed. So I try to understand local feed formulation. That is why I normally advise you guys to get my books on feed formulation. If you really want to start a local feed formulation, in there you will see the way I imputed all this analysis. I give you how to calculate your crude protein. More of it, more analysis are inside the book too, because that is my practical experience. I paid for it, I seek for it, I get created for it, and I have passion for it. So, and I started it. So if you have not gotten any of my book, try to get it, and you will see that what is written inside that book are my practical experience. These are not books made, they are practical experience. So I started with that, and I started my feed formulation with 2 mm. I started formulating my feed, started concentrating my feed started with 2 mm juvenile size. So I built up my hatchery. I started my hatchery. Once my fishes got to, I started producing crumbles too as well. I produced crumbles for my fryers. From my fishes of 1 week, I started producing crumbles to them. We use this Davians or Artemia, and after Artemia, I go to crumbles. That means I blend my feed ingredient with what we call the pulverizer, which makes it a powdered form. Then I will now mix my fish meal with some egg and a little of soya beans. That means food fat soya. So I now blend it with the pulverizer to powder. That is what I give to my fryers, and they take this to juvenile size. So, and I sieve it up. I make it on a stages basis on an so I started feeding them. This is a huge and a practical experience. I paid my dues. So if you really want to go to cartridge farming, make sure that you pay your dues while learning from a good mentor. So that is the story of my first try. I did that, and I started my first branding feed with that too as well. I'm one of those that started branded feed in Africa, because I take it to Ghana, I take my produce to Ghana, I take my seeds to Ghana, I take it to Togo, I take it to Cotonou. So that is what we have paid dearly for. So once again, cartridge farming is a lucrative business, and as I'm talking to you, make sure that you take that bold step and you try to make your first try. So once again, make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel, click on the notification button, press on the like button, give your comment, and in any way, if we have helped you, make sure that you give your testimonies. It is very, very important. So once again, today is the 5th of December 2021. My name once again is Biodun Odutola DTM, your anchor on Cartridge Solution Place Academy, where we give you in-depth information about cartridge farming. So you can as well join our mentorship class, online mentorship class. If you really don't know about it, we take you, it's not free, we take you through the A to Z of cartridge farming. Thank you.